Yo, what's going on, BroTalk Nation, man? It's your boy Eric here. I got my brother Jamarcus on, man. And man, I know we've been away, man. We've been enjoying the holiday season, eating food day is what I call it. Spent time in Alabama with my family. Shouts out to all my family. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Enjoyed every bit of time with y'all. And man, we are back tonight, still in this building series, man, because God is doing something amazing with it. So um, man, didn't catch the last episode. Please go back and check it out. It has some great nuggets in there. God had a great word. If you're out there, YouTube, subscribe, like, share, Facebook, do the same thing. TikTok, wherever you are, subscribe to the Bro Talk community. Man, bro, I want to do something real quick because
Yeah.
this is totally off script. I know we haven't talked about it and it goes perfect with the title, man. And I just want to do something real quick. So I'm gonna pull up a quick video for y'all, man. And we're gonna, you know how we do, we're gonna crack this thing all right, y'all. Real right. All right. This is what we're gonna do right here. Boom. I'm gonna bring y'all a word and it's gonna go perfectly for tonight. Let's listen.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We just have, as Dave said before, we have time for just a very few amount of questions. We're going to start with Brian Howell from the Bowler Daily Camera.
Coach, nice to meet you. We know, seeing the documentaries, the difference you've made in Jackson, Mississippi. What was it about the opportunity to come here and try to make a difference in a very different place that drew you to Colorado?
The Bible says God uses the foolish things to confound the wise. And he's always taken me to unlikely places. You know, usually when you're great, great at something. Really great at something. I was really great, you know. I'm joking. You're going to understand my sense of humor now. I kind of wasn't joking, though. I really was. Usually, you're a staple of that organization. And I had to think when I was a player, why would I have to play for 5 different football teams and 4 different Major League Baseball teams? It's because God took me from place to place and faith to faith and glory to glory to bring unity, to bring solvency, to bring peace, to bring joy, to bring happiness, to bring love to others. And that's the same darn reason I'm here now, because he always used an unlikely person to do an unlikely thing. So I'm ready for the task, and I truly am thankful, and I can reiterate it 100 times. You have no idea. These last few years have been truly a blessing, but we learned a lot about life and a lot about people. I'm not into politics, but I'm into people, and I'm pretty good with people.
All right, next question, Peck.
Yo, if y'all ain't catching what we about to go into tonight, man,
That's good.
that was perfect. Bro, what you got for the people, man?
Bro, hey, man, okay. Well, we here now and we back. All right, Eden, man, that's why I love this thing, man. Cause like we been
Let's
saying,
go.
man, none of this stuff is script. We just get on here and
Yeah,
God
yeah.
does what he does like immediately, man. So like you said in the beginning, man, hey, thank y'all for joining us tonight, man. Thank y'all for sticking around doing what y'all always do. But man, wow, that was a good kickoff to where we going tonight, man. And I just want to reiterate what you said, man. If y'all didn't catch the last episode of what we in this building season, man, please go out and catch the last episode. It may feel like we've been gone for a long time, but we haven't. We really ain't been gone, guys. Been there the whole time. If you out there on YouTube or whatever, man, slice that like button, slice that bell, get notified for all our stuff. And man, let's go ahead and kick this thing off. You
Hit it.
set the tone. You set the tone
Hit
with
it.
it, man. There's a lot to talk about. We can talk about all day about that whole move from Dion and everything that's going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
with the people that's hating on him because he moved or however you may feel about it. You may
Yeah.
have different opinions, but the one thing that I know that we all can say together is he's choosing direction over speed. Like, man, that's good because tonight's title will let you know what we're talking about. And if you can see it going across your screen, it says direction is more important than speed.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the nice title.
Yes,
And
sir.
I shared a living water with it, but God said we needed to go a little bit further in this thing, and we in this building season. And when you start to build, a lot of times we start building with speed. We want to get the whole thing built so fast. We want to get the project over with. We want to get the process over and done with. And direction is more important than speed. So that's what we on tonight. But we're gonna take it a little bit step further and get into this story about somebody who did something different than what we talking about and what it led out to. So bro, I'm going back to something that we talked about before, a story we talked about before, but it looked different now. It looked different now for what you just played and what the title is about. I'm coming out of Jonah 1, chapter 1, verse 1 through 7. All right. And this thing, like I said, is gonna look a little different than what we read, but I want to start off with asking y'all something, man. Have you ever been in such a rush, like making something like breakfast or something, like on the way out of like going to work, and you know what I'm saying? You grab a bowl of, you grab your favorite box of cereal. For me, it's Apple Jacks or Corn Pops. For all y'all old people who own Sugar Snaps and Raisin Bran and all that stuff already, I'm still eating Corn Pops and Apple Jacks. All right, the cereal is whole grain. Kellogg's has made it good for us. All right, I'll leave it as that. Right. So you grab your cereal, bro. Then you grab the milk. Right. Then you pour your cereal in the bowl first. I'm gonna pray for all y'all who pour milk first before your cereal, but there's a problem with that because you're not getting the right dose of cereal if you pour in the milk first. We got problems with a lot of stuff going on with cereal, and we'll get in the episode about that down the line. But so you end up pouring your bowl of cereal, right? Then after your bowl of cereal is poured, you put the cereal in the refrigerator and the milk on top of the shelf. Yes, I said that right. You were rushing so much, you put cereal in the refrigerator and the milk on top of the shelf. Do not tell me I'm the only person who has ever done this before. That you were rushing so much, you put stuff in the wrong place. Or better yet, let's say you were coming home trying to get a meal prepared for the family, right? You throw the groceries down, you throw the pork chops in the grill, right? You're throwing the laundry in the laundry room. Somebody tell you, hey, I need you to go move the car. You end up hitting the car behind you because you were rushing thinking about the pork chops that's on the stove burning. What I'm trying to get at is to you right now, you moving so fast, you either hitting something, you burning something, or you putting something in the wrong place. So we're starting right now with you're choosing speed over direction. These steps or these things that I just asked you right now are things that you've probably done millions times before. But this one time you messed up because you chose speed over direction. You wanted to hurry up and get done with one thing to move on to the next thing that you ended up messing the one thing up that you needed to get done to get you to the next thing. So you can't even get to the next thing because you chose speed over direction. We're on this journey right now, on this walk with God, and a lot of us we're choosing speed over direction, bro, and it got us thrown off. All right, so bro, I'm gonna read this and then I'm throwing it your way. Jonah 1, 1 through 7. The word of the Lord came to Jonah. Go to the great city of Nevaeh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarshish. I literally did the Google voice thing on that one. All right.
My guy.
Yeah, I had to, bro. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for port. After paying a fare, he went aboard and sailed the other way. He fled from the Lord. Then the Lord sent a great wind of sea, a storm. Such a storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors was afraid, and they cried out to their own God, and they threw their cargo in the sea. But Jonah had gone below and fell asleep. All right, I'm gonna stop right there, bro. That's where we at right now. Let's go.
Man, the title and the scripture and what we started with is so perfect.
It's
It's
good, bro.
perfectly timed. We already starting off.
Yeah, it's good.
If you're somewhere in your life right now and you know when you're starting to feel off in life, right? You're
Yeah.
like, man, I've been here too long, right? You've been in this one place, this one spot, and you feel like God he ain't hearing you no more,
Yeah.
right? And you looking to move forward and go to the next thing, but it's always something about the timing that makes life so perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something about when God finally does what he said he was going to do for your life or
Yeah.
what you prayed for. And you like, man, you know what? It was right on time. Right? So my question to you is, where are you right now in your life where you're moving way faster than your purpose?
That's good.
See, your purpose is in this time. Your purpose is on slow time. You
Yeah.
walking this thing out. See, if y'all, like we always say on this podcast, Jesus never ran nowhere,
Yeah.
right? Him and the disciples, they ain't run nowhere in this
That's
Bible.
good.
They always was on a journey, a walk to spreading the good news. They wasn't running to nobody
Yeah.
because everything happens in perfect timing. They met blind people, they healed their eyes, right? They stopped a woman from bleeding for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
They told a lame man to get up and walk. Jesus even met Paul, who was killing Christians, on the road to Damascus. Paul wasn't running on that road. Paul was on a journey.
Yeah.
So this is why hey, the direction is way more important than the speed because you don't want to get outside God's time. Let's go.
Bro, you just said something and I cannot run. I can't go past this. You said that like the disciples and Jesus, like they never ran nowhere, right?
No.
And you gave examples of them like giving out miracles. It fascinates me now that we're on this title that they told a lame man to walk. They didn't tell him to run.
Get up and run.
Think about this.
That's
See,
good.
I
That's
really
good.
want y'all to think about this, man, because I'm getting it. I'm getting this now.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
a lame person was someone who never walked before, if it was my first time feeling my legs again, I would want to run.
Mm.
But Jesus and the disciples told him, no, don't get up and run. You need to get up and walk. They told him to choose direction over speed after the miracle.
Mm.
That, bro, like what you
Gave him
can end the
instruction, bro. I like
podcast right
that.
there, bro. Like that was so good. I never paid attention to it until now
Yeah,
because we're
yeah.
going over this, direction over speed. But how important it was for them to tell him not to run right then and there. Like, nah, don't run yet. You need to walk. The reason you need to walk is because you never did this before. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
See, right now, if I gave you the miracle and you just ran with it, you might break your legs again. Golly, that's good,
Come
bro.
on,
That's
bro. Come on, man. Come on.
good, dude.
Come on, man. That's
How can
infancy
y'all
right
not
there.
like for real? How can y'all not be excited about this? Oh, we about to go in. Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Bro,
Yes, sir.
that literally ties right into the first point I made, bro.
Let's go.
Because the first point that I paid attention to this thing was I love when it says the word of the Lord came to Jonah. So Jonah got his word from the Lord. It says, go to the great city, right? So literally the first point I wrote down, direction, not intentions, determines destination.
That's good.
Let me say it again, bro. Let me say that
Yeah.
again because it was a lot in there. It was a lot.
All right, we patent it.
Direction, not intention, determines destination, right? Jonah got his destination from God. Go to the city of Nevaeh. Boom. That was it. I gave it to you, right? I do love in this Bible that he did say the great city. Even though that this city in Jonah's eyes was the enemy, God already knew the end of the story, the victory, that this was going to be a great city. At the end of Jonah, you'll see that God forgave all these people and spared them, and it became a great city. I love how he said it earlier. What a God we serve that already knows your outcome, even while you're going through everything. He's gonna call you the great person you are even before. Y'all ain't even catch that. Like, y'all did not catch that. I love that. But like, to get back on topic, because that's totally different, right? Bro, like, you gotta understand. He gave him he gave him his destination. His destination was set. His direction was given by the first word of this: go. A lot of times we think God is going to give us all these riddles, metaphors, and long parables to give us direction, when it's very simple and it's just go. I'll give you some more. Seek, pray, be thankful. Like, he really makes it simple in the directions, but it's us who is looking for all these riddles and parables and all these other things that we miss the simple direction of just go. So he gave him, he set the destination for him. You need to go to Nevaeh, and then he gave him the direction, go, right? Jonah heard something different. Jonah chose the speed over direction, right? His intentions behind it was messed up, bro. Like, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna get back in it, but I'm gonna turn it over to you, bro. Turn it over to you, guys.
It's gonna be real quick, man, because I was reading this a little different, man, and it may not look the same in y'all Bible, but I'm reading from the Amplified version, right?
Okay,
And it
let's go.
said, "Now the word of the Lord came to Eric, saying, go to San Antonio."
Ooh.
And I was just like, don't. I heard something different because I wanted to hear something different. But the instructions were already laid out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because he double confirmed it through my ex-fiance and said, God just told me to tell you to go. And I couldn't hear it at that time. But I didn't know that I was going to the great city that was going to give me victory.
Oh, okay. You did that. All right, I got it.
See, y'all got to make this thing personal for you sometimes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes God is going to say it to you while you're reading it. And he's going to make it specifically tailored to you so that you can get understanding in it. See, I thought I was going to Florida. But God said, go to Texas.
Yeah.
If I never would have went to Texas, never would have came here, man. If I'd have never came here, we wouldn't have no BroTalk.
No.
There would be no BroTalk.
That's so good. Thank you. Thank you,
man. Let's go.
Hey, that's good, bro. Like,
man,
yeah. Sometimes you gotta change this. You gotta take this thing personal, man, because that's where he's getting to it from. And it hit me. It hit me with that point. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, direction, not intention, determines destination. Like, I still don't think y'all are getting it, that we missed the direction that he made simple for you, like the go, right? So let me break it down a little bit more. Let me try to get it. Think about you and your friend coming back home on a road trip. Like, y'all been driving, y'all went to, let's say, New York. Now y'all on the way back, right? Y'all are sitting there driving, chit-chatting, got everything up. You as the navigator, let's notice that y'all been going in the wrong direction for 1 hour. Like, you've been going in the wrong direction for 1 hour coming back home, right? The intention is to get back home. When you started the trip, that was your intent, to get back home. Now you notice that you have been driving in the wrong direction for 1 hour, right? Right now, your intention means nothing. It doesn't help. Why? Because the car is heading in the wrong direction. In order to get back home, your intentions don't matter. You just need to change direction. Man. Did that hit, man? Because that hit me. I'm telling you, when I was writing it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, hold on, bro. You talking about yourself? You gonna put this on paper? Yeah. Because a lot of us we in this car and we're driving in the wrong direction and we're thinking, I meant good though.
Man. That's
I
good.
did. I meant good. But your meant good don't mean nothing. Your intentions don't mean nothing. Because if you keep it that way, you're still going to be heading in the wrong directions. So your intentions don't matter. Your direction is what matter. So you need to
Mm.
change directions, right? So now that we're here and now that you get it, we have a lot of destination in our lives. Some of us are trying to get to the destination of fulfilling relationships, financially secured, peace or life from chaos. We want to get to the kingdom. I just want to point out these are all my destinations that I'm pointing out right now. I don't know what your destinations are, but we all got destinations, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I asked, like, what are destinations are you trying to get to? Like E said, are you getting closer to them though? That's the question. We all
Mm.
have them, but are you getting closer to them? If
Man.
you're not getting close to them, let me hit you in the head right now. Are you in the car? Did you let your attentions get in the way of your redirection that God has gave? To be real with you, if you saying I'm trying, you letting your
Mm.
attentions get in the way. I'm being for real. If you're saying you're
Good.
trying to be
That's good.
to fulfill relationships or trying to be more secure financial, if you're trying, your attention's in the way. You're not even redirecting. My boy Baby Yoda said it best, bro. He said, "Do or do not. There is no trying."
Wow. All right. All right, yo.
Baby Yoda said that. God said it on top of that. He said it the same way. Do or do not. He gave direction. Go. Either you go or you don't go. But don't tell me you trying to go. See what I'm
Man.
saying, bro? Let's go, dude. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Hey, bro, in the world of entrepreneurship and business, man, anytime I met somebody that say, "Yeah, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do this," there is no effort behind try,
That's good.
right? I can. You ever seen a crackhead that tried to stop crack? No, you know, you're not gonna see them. You're gonna either see them do crack or you're gonna see a recovering addict.
That's
There's no in
good.
between in it.
Let's go.
Right? So you can't say, hey, in a relationship, hey, babe, I'm trying to stop cheating on you, but continue to do it.
Yeah, true.
Or, hey, I'm gonna try not to spend too much money, but you at the mall every day.
There we go.
See,
Let's go, bro.
trying gets you nowhere. Trying gets you the same results for something in your mind that's telling you you want a different reaction. And that is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and you expecting a different reaction.
Mm.
You want God to do the same work, but you ain't changed nothing. You're trying.
Oh, I like that.
These follow them people like, well, God know my heart. I'm trying. No, you're not. You're lying. Take the take the T out. Nah, you lying. You ain't trying nothing. You're lying.
I like
All
that.
right. But intentions. Your intent could be to do good, but you either gonna follow the directions of God and say when He said, "Hey, be a steward to your money." I do it. Be a steward to your children. I do it. The outcome of your of doing what God told you to do is now your children are blessed and they know how to follow direction from God. Your money is good because God has His hand on your bank account. And the little bit that you were stewarding over, He increased and made a lot. See, if you're not getting what you asking God for, because He said you can ask. If He hasn't given it to you, one of my suggestions would be is that you're trying to do the lie that you told Him you weren't gonna do if He was to change that prayer that you want. Let's go, bro.
Bro. So as you were saying that, I was flipping, right? Because you said something, bro, and I wanted to put Bible behind it because
Let's get it.
a lot of times we
Fact check
say
it.
like people don't even want to go, but I don't know if y'all ever read Romans, bro. Romans say a lot of what you supposed to do and what we try to do and what we meant to do and what we don't do because I want to do. So Romans like chapter 7, bro, is all about intentions. Like literally, It says literally in 7:16, and if I do what I do not want to do, I agree with the law. And it is no longer myself who do it, right? But then it goes about to say, for I know the good, it dwells inside of me, but I don't know why I do what I do. Pretty much. That's what Romans say. Like, bro, I intend to do good because good is inside of me, but I end up still doing wrong because I'm out here trying and lying.
Mm,
Like literally, like what he just said, bro. Like that, bro. That's
that's
crazy
good.
that you just said that. And I love how you said, like, if you try and take out that T and put that L, because that's what you're doing, taking the L, because you lying, bro. Because
You like,
there is no other way about it. Like, it's either you go or you don't go. Like, that's what
man,
God
that's
is saying.
a church song.
You know what I'm saying? So like
I go,
I wanted to, bro, I wanted to make that so clear
man.
because I had to clear it up for myself. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Jamarcus, there is no trying. There's no in
Mm-hmm,
between. It's either you there or you ain't. Either you
mm-hmm.
going or you not. So
Yeah.
like you need to know, you needed to know that. And I wanted to also give you another one, bro. I tied a verse with it too, Proverbs 9:2. It says,
Mm,
desire without knowledge is not good. How
mm.
much more will hastily feet miss way? So let me give that into you in the amplifier version, like E said. Desire without direction
Mm.
is not good. How much more will speed miss way? I had to switch that up for you. Because
Mm.
like desire without direction, it's not gonna get you nowhere. And if you got speedy feet, you're gonna miss everything in between that, bro. So like, man, we're kicking this thing off, and this thing is crazy. Another
Yeah.
thing you said, bro, that was good before I turn it right back over to you before we get in the second point. You said you talked about something that sounded like excuses to me.
Mm.
Like we make up excuses, right?
Exactly.
That was all Jonah was doing in his first verse.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to go to Nevaeh because he didn't like Nevaeh.
Man.
That's the reason why he didn't want to go. I'm being 100% honest with you. He thought it was a terrible place. He made an excuse not to go there. Like, God, why am I gonna go there? I don't feel sorry for these people.
Mm.
And with us, we make excuses for choosing speed over direction. Nah,
Mm.
God, I'm not about to say I'm sorry to that person. That's not what I'm about to do.
Mm.
I'm gonna go
Mm.
out there and hurt them instead. Or God, nah, I'm not gonna choose the direction where you told me to tithe or you told me to save this money. I'm gonna choose speed and I'm gonna go do what I want with this money.
Mm.
And then we end up not having it at all. And like I can keep on going, and I'm just giving y'all stuff in my life, but I can keep on going. Like you gotta understand, we make excuses to choose speed over direction.
Man, hey, I don't know if y'all want to read that same Jonah verse and insert your name like I did, but it'll make more sense to you if you did. Like, I know I'm not the only one that had God has told them to do something. He was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Nah, I'm not gonna forgive that person that hurt me. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
They out there living their life and it look like they winning. So why would I forgive them?
yeah, big
See, you
fact.
gotta understand in the direction, some of that ain't even for you.
That's
That
good.
forgiveness, that's not for you. The forgiveness is of the other person. God wants your obedience, but your faith is tied to obedience. You can't say you believe in God and don't obey what He's saying. Again, you're not trying, you're lying.
I'm sticking
you
with that.
can't you can't sit here and ask God to do something so magnified and big in your life and you can't follow the smallest direction.
Okay.
You're not trying, you're lying.
About to put that on the shirt.
Man, fact. Like Jonah sat here, God gave him one direction, and he said no. The audacity of us to
Mm.
tell God no every day.
Mm.
And if you say you're not saying that to God, you're lying again. when God I'll give y'all a scenario. Y'all know I'm gonna make it tangible. One of my chiefs just retired.
Yeah.
And there was a chief that retired a year ago that basically lied on me and I got in trouble at work, right? When I saw this chief, the worldly Eric was like, nah, I'm gonna go on the other side to make sure there's a great distance between us so that we don't talk and there's no misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see him. Like, he's the last person on earth I would love to see.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what God said? He said, Eric, I'm sending him over there to talk to you. And you're going to be friendly. You're going to show yourself friendly. That's in the Bible. Y'all need to find it. Okay? And I was like, no, I'm not. Me telling God no.
No.
And the craziest thing, that chief walked up to me with a smile on his face. It's like, hey, man, how you doing? And I paused for a minute. I thought, like, man, you ain't never asked me how I was doing when you were here.
Mm.
See, we don't know the things that people that are doing things to you, we don't know what's going on in their life to make them come to you the way they coming to you.
Oh, that's good.
But see, if I show myself friendly, it had nothing to do with the guy. God was testing my obedience.
Yeah.
He gave me one direction. Show yourself friendly, Eric. Say hey to him. And I was like, nah. He came up to me. I couldn't do nothing but obey God. And see, some of y'all don't even understand. y'all missed the blessing in that. I showed forgiveness to someone that hurt me. So that means I'm not taking that bag of weight with me to my next part of my life. Y'all don't understand the small things in these directions that God gives us because we too busy holding on to stuff that we don't want to let go. That is blocking your blessing. It's a small, God giving you numerous attempts to let go of that stuff that's blocking you from getting the blessing that He has for you. But what do? Nope, I ain't gonna do it. You ain't trying, you're lying. Let's go, bro.
Bro, you said like a couple things that I know I'm gonna tie back in towards the end of the podcast. Man, this is so good, bro, because you killing me, dog, because you making me want to jump far ahead, and you said a lot, bro. But I'm gonna touch on one of the things that you said that's gonna bring up the next point, and then as we continue to go on, I'm gonna backtrack because I just wrote it down so I don't forget. But like you said something that I wrote about the third verse in this, where it says, but Jonah ran away from the Lord, right? He said exactly what you did. He told the Lord no. So he went the opposite way, right? And he headed for Tarshish, right? He went down to Joppa where he found a ship bound for port. This part right here is what got me. Like right here. This next line is what got me. It says in the Bible, after paying the fare. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed the wrong direction to flee the Lord. This is my second point. It costs the speed. It costs the speed. I don't know about y'all. The worst ticket I hate getting in the world is a speeding ticket. I hate them. I'd rather get any other driving ticket than a speeding ticket. Whenever you get a speeding ticket, it's the worst ticket. It's going to cost you the most, especially depending on how fast you were going. Because sometimes if you're going too fast, it ain't even going to just cost you money. It might cost you time too. Because I know out here in Virginia, if you reckless driving, they throwing you in jail that day. So not only is it going to cost you money, it's going to cost you time as well on how fast you're going. So it tripped me out when I saw in the Bible that Jonah was willing to pay to go the wrong direction fast. Man, that's crazy. Because for a lot of us, it seems like when we get caught speeding or having to pay for speeding is when we're rushing to get somewhere when we were late for work, late for a meeting, late to meet somebody, or something else, right? But let me break it down with it.
Mm.
You was late because you didn't follow the directions prior to. Pretty much. That's what happened. Your scheduling was off. You knew what you had to do the day before, but you either
Mm.
woke up late, you either didn't plan before, so
Yeah.
you chose to speed over direction, and now you arguing with the police officer about I'm speeding, yeah, everybody speeding. I'm gonna stop right there too. I love how when we get caught speeding,
Man.
we tell the cop, look at that person speeding. Now you're comparison too. You're comparing too. So not only did you go the wrong direction and you chose speeding, now you want to compare everybody else doing wrong and they not getting caught and you got
Man.
caught. How many of y'all do that with God? Well, God, I ain't the only one cheating in the
Mm.
marriage. Why they
Let's
ain't
get it.
doing? Why they over there doing good?
Let's get it.
You know, that's too personal for y'all, right?
Nah,
Y'all don't want to do
get
that.
him.
Okay, all right.
Get
Y'all
him.
just want to stick on Jonah because
Get him.
we love to talk about everybody in the Bible itself for
Get him.
ourselves. I'm not about to do that. I have sat here and thought and looked about why in the world are they not going through the same thing I'm going through, but they doing the same thing I'm doing. I love how we throw
Get
out and
him.
we manifest bad stuff, and then when it happens to other people, we
Ooh.
shocked.
Mm.
We like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Bro, you just spoke it a month ago. I'm gonna keep going because they don't want to talk about that. Look, but the point I'm trying to say is it
Let's go.
costs to speed. The
Yes,
same
sir.
way Jonah paid a fare to go to the wrong direction by speeding, a lot of us are doing the same thing in life. We are paying for stuff to speed. Like look at it. After
Mm.
paying the fare, he went the wrong way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're paying to speed.
Mm.
I don't know if your family's paying for it. I don't know if your job is paying for it. The business that you own, the book that you can write, relationships, friendships, something that you're choosing to speed over direction for, it's gonna cost something. Jeremiah 2:25 says, slow down, direction. Take a deep breath, direction. What's the hurry? Why wear yourself out? Just what are you after anyway? I
Man.
love how the Bible gives us. It literally says slow down. He giving you direction. Take a deep breath. That's another direction. What you in a hurry for? Why are you choosing speed over direction? Why wear yourself out? Because if you start that pace, you're going to have to keep up with it. Because
Mm.
I'm going to tell you why you're going to have to keep up with it. I just got this right now.
That's good.
In the next verse after that, bro, he says, just what are you? What are you after anyway? Because it ain't something I sent you off to get.
Yeah.
Because I think in the beginning of this, you said Jesus never ran nowhere. Don't remember
One
him
time.
telling the disciples to run and go get fish and bread, go run and do miracles, go run
Nah.
and save people. He didn't
Nah.
say that. So I love how the Bible, how God just wrote, what are you after? Because I know if you rushing, it ain't something I told you to go after.
Ooh, that's
Oh man,
good.
dude.
That hurt. That
Oh,
hurt right there.
oh.
Hey, all that verse had some great meat, but the biggest thing that I heard out of that, all of it was a question.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where you
It
going?
is question marks.
Why you going so fast? What are you doing? Like, and it's something God implements some of the simplest things
Yeah.
to make us to just stop and think about what we're doing.
That's good. Another
Like,
direction.
where are you going? Well, actually, where am I in life right
There you go.
now? Who told you to go that fast? Why am I rushing this? Am I rushing into this relationship? Because there have been a lot of signs that God said to walk away, but I'm trying with this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
trying. No, you're not. You're lying to yourself. we gonna stay on
Back
it.
on it. Back at him again.
What are you looking for anyway? What am I? What am I chasing money? But what peace is that gonna bring me?
Mm.
Am I chasing a husband? Am I chasing for a wife? Am I chasing this job? If I chase this job, I won't have time with my kids. God be asking us questions. And we don't get the direction in, hey, stop, slow down, pray about it. Seek me first. Seek ye first the kingdom. These are all instructions. But see, we look over all that stuff. You want to seek the kingdom for something that you want.
There we go.
Seek him for the direction. See,
There
that's
we
when
go.
wisdom kicks in. And get understanding of that wisdom kicks in. So that now you don't have to run nowhere. You can just, you know what, man? Dang, it's a beautiful day out here today. I can smell the flowers, see the birds, sun is black. I can enjoy my day. God wants your journey to be enjoyable.
Mm.
You know why? Because in the journey is where the blessing is.
Yeah, let's
Because
go.
by the time you get to your blessing, you got a whole lot of understanding. Because guess what? You spend a whole lot of time with God. And He's gonna explain it to you. Simple. I know I messed that word. But He's gonna make it real simple for you. Stop trying and just listen. Stop.
That's good.
Where you going?
Bro, you so right, because in that, if you read that verse, it's number question marks, literally. There's number question marks in there. And I love how you make it seem like God is like questioning you so you can stop. Like if you're ever doing something and someone hits you with a question, you pause like right there to think about what it is. And God is he I don't care what nobody say. God is funny, dude. I don't care what nobody say. Like he hits you with 3 questions so you can, oh, hold on, what? Thank you. I'm glad I got your attention now. I don't even care what your answers are to the question. I just needed you to slow down. Like
Right.
I love how
Exactly.
God is, bro. And you also said something that was important because you said desires, and I wrote this down. I look and I shake my head at what lengths we will go through to please our own desires. Like for
What?
real. Like I'm
Man,
so serious. Like if you don't believe me, like Jonah paid his own fare to go in the wrong direction
the
because he
journey was
wanted
free.
to please his own desires of not going to that city. And for a lot of us, we do that. Like, nope, I don't want to apologize to this person. So what I'm gonna do is go get another job. I'm gonna quit the job I'm on now that was given to me by God, and I'm gonna go find another job because I don't like this person. Like, what? Like, make that make you, bro. You said in the interview, you did all the work, and now you're gonna quit because you don't like the person. That's what type of stuff we do. And it's funny, but you're Jonah. I'm so sorry. You are. Like, you need to sit back and think about the lengths we will go through to please our own desires, right? It's so crazy because Jonah's desire of not going to the Lord's destination, his choice of choosing speed over direction, lost him more than just the fare. At first, when you look at this, you like, oh, he just spent some money. So no, there's some more to the story that we ain't got into. Like he got thrown out to sea. He got swallowed by a fish. Like it was more. So I wrote down, we choose speed over direction, and the cost of the fare is way bigger than that. Like, yeah, it may start off as
Man.
I'm gonna choose speed over direction, so I'm gonna choose to slide in the DM over this, and it may look like, oh, well, I lost some whatever, or I lost this and that, and then it start getting bigger than that. You start losing your job, you start losing your family, you start losing your character, your credibility. Like it start going higher and higher and higher. So what I'm trying to tell you is, yeah, that fare may seem small, but it's gonna be way bigger than that once you start choosing the speed over direction. And once again, that was my story. I'm only giving y'all because I'm like, I'm a end my name should be right here. This story should be me. In the beginning, the word of the Lord came to Jamarcus, and I said, "Nope, I'm not going. I'm not. I'm trying. I'm lying. I'm going
Yeah.
to Tarish. That's where I'm going. I'm not going to Neville. Not going there.
Yeah.
Don't like it. That was
Yep.
me. So like this, I don't know how else to put this, bro. So it's crazy. But the next point I wanted to give, bro, because this is where I'm gonna backtrack to what you was talking about
Mhm.
earlier. The next point is very simple. Are you going to Neville or are you going to Tarish? That's the question I'm gonna hit out there to you. Are you going to Neville or are you going to Tarish? Tarish, how do you say it? I forgot to say it already. Because at the end of the day, where are you going? Like Jeremiah asked you some questions, but another one is where are you going? You don't want to be going the right speed in the wrong direction.
Man, that's good.
You don't. You don't want to be going the right speed in the wrong direction. You got the destination, but you think you can get there faster by taking a route of your own. The decision you are about to make, about to take you off the directions you were going that was given by God, and you about to speed up, and you don't even know what or who is around the corner.
Man.
At this speed, are you ready to avoid an obstacle?
Nope.
Like the speed you going right now to get back on track because you chose the speed over direction. Are you ready for what's around the corner? Are you ready for? Oh man, I gotta get personal. Are you ready for to be standing in front of somebody that's about to take away something I was given to you? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the talks between you and your kids on why you did what you did to break up a happy home? Are you ready
Man.
for it? Like, I'm gonna get personal with y'all because I
Man.
hope what I'm giving, I hope the testimony that I give will stop somebody from doing something that I did. Like, that's the whole point of spitting out the gospel. That's the whole point of the Bible, the instructions for it. Like, are you ready for what or who is around the corner? Pretty much, I'm gonna ask you what E said earlier. Are you choosing obedience or are you choosing disobedience? It's that simple. Nevaeh is the obedience. Tarish, that's the disobedience. So Jonah was choosing, he paid the fare to be disobedient.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now, and I got this word from my brother Carlos. Disobedient, it's gonna cost you. It may cost you a little, it may cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you. And as you were talking about that, bro, the thing in my mind is, why do we choose to pay for something that God already made room for that was free? Direction is free. Instruction is free.
Yeah.
Why do we choose to pay a cost for something God already was giving us? Like, I don't know about y'all mamas or your grandmas. Like, my mom always told me this: you didn't have to buy that lesson. I had already told you what was gonna happen. You didn't have to buy that lesson, right? You're sitting here choosing to pay for something that was not what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to go to Nevada.
Yeah.
But you said, nah, I'm gonna spend. You know what? Here's my thing. Jonah might have had some money with him, right? To take care of himself when he got to Tarish. But guess what? All of that went away when he got tossed in the water.
Let's
See,
go.
now you got to really go through something when all you had to do was just go. Now you got to try to swim, stay afloat. Now this big fish gonna swallow you up. Now you got to sit in the belly of the fish and be hungry because you chose to be disobedient. And since y'all don't read the Bible, I'll take Jonah out of it and I'll put myself in there. At some point in my life, I chose to marry a person that God told me not to marry. And I went through some of the worst 6 or 7 years of my life. And it took me to a place that I didn't even want to be here on earth no more.
Yeah.
See, I paid a cost when God already gave me free instruction.
That's good, bro.
And I don't know if you need to insert you into whatever that is, but understand if you're getting ready to make a disobedient choice when God told you to make one, to make the right choice, it's going to cost
That's good.
you.
That
Man.
that's good, bro. Like man, I'm telling you, the crazy thing is that we did this story before. I know we did it on a podcast before,
Yeah.
and I love how God has brought this back in a full circle to tell me, Jamarcus, like you told this story before, but you didn't even know you
Man.
was Jonah the first time you told it. And now, as I'm reading this, and I'm gonna read the rest of this whole chapter, whole book again, like
Yeah.
we got to start inserting ourselves in these, man, because this is us. Like, I'm serious. This book should literally say the word of the Lord came to Jamarcus and said, "Hey, I need you to go." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not going." And I even paid my own fare to get on the boat to go in the wrong direction. I did it. I paid it. And just like Jonah chose to go be disobedient, and around the corner while he was speeding in the wrong direction was a storm and a fish, and he wasn't ready. The Bible says, man, he just went below and went to sleep because he already knew what it was. The crazy thing is, while the other people were praying to the gods that they serve, Jonah just went to sleep because he already knew who was in control of the storm. He already knew God was, and he knew why God sent the storm. So you know what? I'm just gonna lay down and go to sleep because I know I'm about to get this work. That's what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, let me help you out with this. Even though you choose disobedience, even though you chose the speed, even though you chose to go in the wrong direction and you chose the wrong way to go, when the God you serve, the way he loves us, this reckless love affair that he has for us,
Man.
that storm that he sent, it looks so bad while we in it. Oh my God, it looks terrible. And you can see the storm clouds coming. You can see the trouble coming. You can see the repercussions. You can see the demotions. You can see the money losing. You can see whatever it is, and you can see it coming. You thinking, "Oh my God, this is terrible. I'm never gonna make it." And you get thrown into it, and then the fish comes and swallow you up, and you thinking it cannot get no worse than what I'm in right now. But let me tell you, don't miss that he sent the fish so you wouldn't sink and drown. Man, dog. Like I'm telling y'all,
That's good.
he threw you in the storm in the ocean. And you sitting here like, why am I in here in the storm? Why am I going through this? And then he sends you something that looks like a monster, and it ends up being a blessing. And you in a dark place. It was dark where Jonah was in the fish, and he just started praying. And it says 3 days later, it spit him out on dry land. Right now, you may be in a dark place, but I'm telling you, the direction he giving you is just to pray. And that monster that looked like it came up and swallowed you is actually what kept you from drowning. Like, for real. Like, I was in a dark place. I was on ends meet. And I get here and I got to San Antonio, and what looked like a monster of a command, somewhere that was about to kill my career, ended up being the blessing that needed to spit me out on dry land. Why? Because I needed not to sink, and I needed to get spit somewhere where I can stand tall, somewhere firm. I needed to be on land again, but I had to go through a storm to realize on what needed to look good, bro. Like I'm telling y'all need to input yourself in this Jonah story, all right? Because you can do all of this and you can still come out on land, but the point of this is to not even choose the wrong direction. Let's not even get to the storm. But if you already there, like if you halfway to Tarish and your family about to throw you overboard, the job about to throw you overboard. What I'm trying to tell you is this:
Yeah,
do the last direction he gave you. Pray,
man.
pray,
Simple and short.
and let the fish come. Let God come get you while you in this dark place and put you on dry land, dude. Bro, man.
Hey, bro, that's a testimony right there, man.
Mm.
But it's facts. I know if y'all been listening for a little while, I gave y'all the ending to every story that's ever gonna be told.
Oh, it's right
Like,
here.
yeah, victory. See it? You win. In the midst of your storm, you win. But we're trying to do some preventive maintenance right now. And if you don't know what preventive maintenance is, we're trying to help you not get to Tarshish. We're trying to help you before you even hand over that faith
That's
to the
good.
enemy.
Whew.
We're the brothers that's tapping you on your shoulder right now. Say, hey, let me ask you a question real quick. Where you going?
That's good, bro.
Why you moving so fast to get away from what God is trying to do in your life?
Man, that's good. Let's go, bro. Keep going. Keep going, dude.
See, it's it's the detail in the instructions. Pray. Go. Stop. No. These are things, you know the crazy part? These are all one word things that we teach babies. When we say stop, what the baby do? They stop and look at you. And then they think about still doing it. You that baby.
Yeah.
Just don't be that baby that touch that hot stove because it's gonna cost you.
That's
Them
good.
little soft, fat baby hands, fingertips, they gonna burn. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you some pain. So my question would be, why are you paying for pain?
Mm.
You've been
Mm.
through that. You've been through bad relationship after bad relationship. You've been from broke to broke. You've been from hurt to hurt. You've been from job to job. Like, why are you paying for pain?
Bro, that's good.
It's time to stop. One word, direction. We ain't gonna give y'all like a whole scripture. Just one word. Stop.
Stop.
No. Don't go. I'm gonna give you two. Like, that's not where God needs you. God needs you praying. Because right now, you don't know where you are. I've been there. I don't know if y'all know, if y'all listen to the podcast. It was a time in my life I had to stop because I didn't know why I was here in San Antonio. But I had to stop, and God said, "Nope, I don't need you to do nothing." And for me, I learned that I'm a control freak, man. I didn't know what to do. Don't that sound stupid? I didn't know what to do. God already told me what to do. But I'm sitting up here, what should I do? He said, don't do nothing. It's simple. But we get so busy and we trying to fix our own lives. And you got to understand that your life is not yours. It's the Lord.
Yeah.
Your journey don't belong to you. It belongs to God. He already wrote the script to it. You just got to follow the direction. You trying to get to scene 4 and you still in scene 1. We building the story right now. Why you trying to get to the end of the movie? It ain't time. How you gonna run the credits to start the movie and then next scene we running the credits to end the movie? How many people will go to the movies to see that?
Not me.
Exactly. You know how bad the Avengers would suck if they did that?
Yeah, very much so.
Your life is the same way. It's already beautifully written out. It's a beautiful script. The writer of your life knows. He knows what you need, when you need it, how you need it, and how much of it that you need. And guess what? He's going to lead you directly to it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is follow that the direction. The speed don't matter. The race is not given to the swift.
Say it again, bro.
That's a scripture. The race is not given to the swift. You gotta walk this thing out, man. I'm sorry, y'all. You got a DJ ump count, profit DJ ump count this thing out, man. You gotta walk it out. I know I might show my age a little bit, but go back and watch YouTube.
Song,
You'll
bro. That's
see
a good
it.
song.
But you gotta walk this journey out, man. That's all God's saying with Jonah. Jonah, where you going, man? What? Look at this. Look at this. He going all the way over there. I see you, Jonah. You don't think I see you? Hey, Eric, I see you. I know you don't want to go. You over there throwing a temper tantrum like a little kid. All I need you to do is do what I told you to do.
Yeah.
See, as baby Christians or baby believers, we don't understand that. And guess what? What you tell your kid, it ain't for your understanding. Just do what I told you. This is parenting 101 right here. We ain't gonna
That's
talk
good.
y'all. But hey, that's all I got, man. I ain't got
Hey,
nothing.
bro, I'll just end it by saying this one last thing because I told you I was gonna backtrack on what you said. You said about your blessings and destinations, and I'll just leave y'all with this. God asked Jonah to go to that place because the blessing was not for Jonah, it was for the city, and Jonah had a gift to give to the city. So if you choosing to be disobedient, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting somebody else that needs something from you to get a blessing. If Jonah would have never went to the city, that's
Wow.
that's where we at right there. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'll just leave it with First John 2:5. But if anyone obeys the word, the love of God is truly made complete in them. That's what you get for being obedient. The true love of God is in you. That's what we got, man. That's all I got, bro.
Hey, man, bro talk, man. We're glad to be back. We thank y'all. Please go back and watch this whole series, especially tonight, because this was good. Man, if you're out there, you're struggling, hey, send us in our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our TikTok page. Yo, send us what y'all need us to pray for, man.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Like, we will pray for y'all. And I definitely want to send a prayer out to my boy Chad Thompson, man. I know him and his family going through something right now.
Okay.
So we ask that God do what he do
Yeah.
and give them strength in whatever is going on, and his name be glorified in it all. So
Yeah.
until next time, Bro Talk Nation, man, we love y'all. Be blessed. See you on the next one, man.